What it do, YouTube? It's SS, and I'm back with another video. Hope you guys enjoy all the other videos I've been making, but I hope you guys do enjoy this one too. If you do, like, comment, subscribe. Today we're gonna be running Flygon, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, paired up with Alolan Ninetales running Powder Snow and Talonflame. The first couple of battles are a little choppy, so please excuse that. And sometimes the screen mirroring, I use a different screen mirroring in the other battles, so it might go out. So please excuse that too. I'm trying my best to keep it back we see the gameplay. But yeah, very spicy here because we're gonna be using Flygon with Mudshot, Stone Edge, and Earthquake. Stone Edge for the Flyers, Earthquake for Stunfisk, Bastodon, um, Lantern, anything that could pretty much get one shotted by the Earthquake, plus some Mudshots. So yeah, I hope you guys like the battles. Once again, these are done on my Twitch. If you do want to go watch them live, as they do happen, link in the description. And I do go live Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Central every day. So if you guys, hopefully, I would like get to see you guys over there. If you do, let me know that you came from YouTube. But let's get into these battles, I guess. So we're gonna see Umbreon, and I do believe I go into my Flygon here. This is pretty bad. I think this is a CMP tie. We're gonna get off the Stone Edge. We're gonna try to get it off. We do get it off, but now we're not gonna be able to get to the next Stone Edge here, which kind of sucks. And I need to Brave Bird here. I knew it as I played the game, but I still yet went for the flame charge, hoping that they would shield, but my opponent is a very good player, obviously, and they called up bait. So we're gonna be losing this game here, and that's pretty bad for us because they're gonna outpace us to the next. I'm pretty sure they're already at the next Sky Attack, if I do correctly remember. Yeah, and they're gonna give us a free turn, but it doesn't matter because Wing Attack is just generating way too much energy here, and they're gonna be able to get to the next Sky Attack. So the Sky Attack is gonna be able to KO us. And unfortunate for us, we're not gonna win the first game. And this is 6 sets. We do go 4-1 in the first set, and then the other sets are 3-2s. So all positive sets with Flygon. I know, what crazy, huh? So now we're gonna see the Unova and Stunfisk into our Flygon. So this is pretty good for us. They do know to throw mud bombs here, so that's pretty good for them. We're gonna charge up. I do make a little mistake here. I should have actually went for the move here, but I'm at the no shield this now. They're gonna come into their Swampert, which is actually pretty good for me. They're gonna catch Earthquake here, so this is gonna put it down in farm down range. I'm gonna build up I'm gonna try to build up some more energy, but unfortunate for me, I'm not gonna be able to bank a move and swap out. But I should swap out just a little bit earlier, and maybe I could have got to another move, but that's fine. We're gonna be able to take down the Swampert here. We're gonna do a nice catch on our Talonflame, catching the cross poison, I do believe. So yep, we do catch the cross poison. So now we're gonna be able to keep incinerating here, and we get some lag, as you guys do see. It's not really lag, it's just the screen mirroring. And they're gonna come back into the Stunfisk. We're gonna over tap here. I don't know why it made me over tap, but it still made me over tap. It doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna try to get to back flame charges, but it didn't even let me press my move, which is super unfortunate for me. But I'm just gonna go straight for the next flame charge here. So they're gonna have to start shielding, to be honest. They do shield that one, which is good for me. I'm gonna try to force them to throw. They do throw, so now Alolan Ninetales is looking like a good closer here. We're gonna farm up just a little bit right before they get to their next mud bomb, discharge, whatever they're gonna want to throw. Doesn't matter. They're not gonna be able to throw it, and they're gonna come back into the Gyarados. And at this point, this looks like Ninetales is gonna be able to take it. So yeah, very unfortunate for us. We did have our Pokemon, our Talonflame lined up with their Unova and Stunfisk, and Gyarados with our Ninetales, but still we end up winning. So I guess it didn't really matter. So now, as you guys see, the quality does get a little better. So now this is a very bad lead because the Dragon Breaths are actually they're super effective, and they're hurting way more than these Mudshots, because Mudshot is resisted against their flying type, which is not very good for me. I'm gonna go straight for the Stone Edge. They do let it go through. I'm gonna switch out into my Lonely Ninetales. In the back is a Vigoroth that they switch out to. So now we're gonna charge up. We're gonna let the first body slam go through, and then we're gonna go for the Dazzling Gleam here. No reason for me not to bait, to be honest. Do they want to shield this? They don't shield this, so this is very good for me. So now I can farm up, I can shield this, and I can farm it down before they get to another move. So this is very crucial at this point because now we're gonna have a move for their Altaria. We're almost at back-to-back weather balls here. They come into a Sable Eye, so since they haven't used the shield, I'm gonna assume that they're gonna shield here, and they do shield, but we're not able to get to the other weather ball, which is very bad for me. So I should have just threw the Dazzling Gleam either way, just in case they didn't shield. So now I'm gonna come into my Flygon here. They switch out. I do believe I shield this because I do want to have that potential Earthquake for their Sable Eye. So now I'm gonna switch out into my Talonflame. I'm just gonna incinerate this down. I'm not even gonna throw a move. I don't care if they throw a sky attack. That's fine. We should live it at this point. So we're gonna be able to incinerate. We're one away from the double flame charge, but I just go away, straight for the move. They're gonna they're gonna throw here, and at this point, this should be in range for earthquake. You guys will see that earthquakes actually really do hurt here. So this is why I'm using earthquake, because earth power, I don't believe earth power would do this much damage. So this is why I'm running Earthquake. So now we're gonna be able to take that game, and we're gonna be hopping into the next battle. So now we're gonna say Flygon into Medicham. So I would say this is a bad lead because they have Ice Punch, but we could always turn it around and make it good, right? So since they're throwing at 6, I'm assuming that they have Ice Punch, that they bait us, which is pretty bad, but they don't bait us, so this is pretty good. So I'm gonna throw immediately when I get to the Earthquake here, and then I'm gonna count, and then I'm gonna do an amazing catch onto my Lonely Ninetales, and we're gonna catch the Ice Punch here. This should be an Ice Punch. Yes, it is the Ice Punch. So now they're not switching out, which is a little weird. They're thinking, contemplating on what to switch out into. They switch out into Umbreon, which is very weird, to be honest. I don't know what they do up against a Charm lead. So doesn't matter, I guess. So once again, I really don't technically bait, but I am going to bait here because I know that they need a shield, especially if they have something that's weak in the back to Ninetales. So I'm gonna go straight for the Dazzling Gleam here. They do not shield it. Think they were calling the bait there, but I wasn't gonna bait on the second one. There's no reason for me to bait, so I'm gonna shield because I'm like, they swapped out into a Umbreon. Their lead was a Medicham. They had to have something in the back that's super weak to A9, to a Lonely Ninetales. So it is a Noctowl in the back. So now we're gonna be able to get to this Weather Ball. We're gonna throw the next Weather Ball here because we're at double Weather Ball, so we're gonna get it off. And I'm gonna try to get to another one, but we are actually lucky enough to get to the next one. So good for us. Now we're gonna be able to go take down their Noctowl, and then I'm gonna switch out into my Flygon just to mud shot down this Medicham to let him know that, yeah, you did Ice Punch my Flygon, but he's gonna be the one that's ending the game here. So yeah, hope you guys like the content. Once again, if you do, like, comment, subscribe, let me know. So now they're gonna switch out into a Pelipper. So once again, the Flyers, they're gonna get Stone Edge here because they're thinking it's a Dragon Claw and an Earthquake, but yeah. And then we do a nice little catch here to catch the Weather Ball here. And at this point, we're gonna be able to farm down their Pelipper. Their Pelipper goes down. Now they're gonna switch out into the Deoxys. That's fine for me. I'm gonna build up. We're gonna CMP on the Dazzling Gleam. So do they want to let it go? They don't want to let it go. That's fine with me. So now I'm gonna shield this. I do shield this, right? It is the Rock Slide. So now we're gonna farm up a little extra. We're gonna be counting. We're gonna CMP on their next move because at this point, a Alolan Ninetales already did his job, and I can let this go. So yep. And then the Scream Mirror goes out as I'm saying that. So yeah. So we do get the shield, and then they're gonna be able to throw their Rock Slide here, which is fine with me. But for some reason they undercharge it. They're gonna get a little bit more farm, which is fine. I do believe I go back into my Flygon here at this point. They want to Cycle Boost me, Rock Slide me. That's fine. Cycle Boost would actually be the better move here. They're not switching out. So I'm just gonna go straight for the earthquake here. At this point, this should be able to KO, and I'm gonna switch out. And in the back is a knocked out, and this is pretty much over for them, and they know it, and they top left. So yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. So some of these battles are gonna be the gameplay is just gonna go out, and then we're just gonna have to kind of wait until I do fix it. Because my other screen mirroring wasn't working, so very unfortunate. It was lagging, and so I used this one because it wasn't lagging. It only gives me like 10 minutes. Even though I did pay for it, it only gives me 10 minutes to show my screen, and which is very unfortunate for me. But yeah, as you guys do see right here, the first set was a 4-1. Once again, these are all happening as they happen. I don't switch them. I don't do anything. Don't rearrange them. This is all how it happened. Um, so now we're gonna see Jealous sent into our Flygon, which is kind of bad if they're running Ice Beam. I'm gonna call the Bubble Beam bait here. It is a bubble beam, so that's good for us. We're gonna do one must shot for the one hex, doing perfect timing, and we're gonna be able to do this earthquake, but they're gonna shield it, which is very weird since they bubble beamed me. Once again, I'm gonna call another bubble beam. If they want to shadow bomb me, that's fine. I'm already debuffed. I don't really care. But they bubble beam once again, so now once again one must shot for the one hex. And we're gonna charge the earthquake up to an excellent. It does some pretty nice, decent damage here. So now at this point, they're not switching out, they're not doing anything. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to shield here. And I do shield. We're gonna farm up right before they get to their next move. And I'm gonna throw the stone edge here at this point. It's gonna be able to KO. In comes the Talon Flame. So as you guys see here, right before I transferred the incinerate to my Talon Flame. Kind of daring them to Brave Bird me here, but they're not gonna Brave Bird me here, which makes sense. So now I'm gonna go for the Brave Bird. I don't care. I need this shield right here, so my Alolan Ninetales can start roaming free. So I'm gonna let go my Talonflame here. There's no point in me shielding my Talonflame here because I got the shield. That's all I needed. Now I'm gonna come back into my Flygon. I'm gonna do one must shot. Could have did two, but Flygon is so low on energy, and we're gonna see this Stone Edge just one shot this Talonflame, and in the back they have a Venusaur, and at this point they know it's over because we're up shields, and they just top left once we get to the Weather Ball. So yeah. So there's different ways I could have played it there, but we still end up winning that matchup. So once again, we're gonna see a Medicham in the lead. So if they build up to 6, I'm gonna shield it. Most likely it is the Ice Punch. Not a lot of people run Power Punch, but we will see somebody running Power Punch. I think in this video, it might have been, I don't know, it might have been on my alt account. I can't remember. So we're gonna be able to get to the Earthquake. They're gonna let it go. Once again, we're gonna do the same move how we did last time. We're gonna catch the Ice Punch on our Lonely Ninetales and see what they want to do here. They do switch out into a Stunfisk, so okay. We're down a shield, which is not too ideal here because I do need to start getting shields from this Stunfisk, and it's like I said, obviously Stunfisk wins this matchup, but since we're running Powder Snow, it's a little bit better for us. A little bit, the matchup is a little better for us, right? So I'm gonna get 2 Weather Balls here. We're gonna be able to get it off. They're gonna throw right before we get to our next one, which is fine with me. I'm going just to let this go. Ninetales did his job here. So now we're gonna come back into Flygon as we wait the clock out just a little bit. And it looked like we lagged there, but I'm not too sure. But either way, it doesn't matter. So now I'm gonna switch because I know they were gonna throw the Rock Slide, and they were gonna try to farm us down with their Medicham. But unfortunate for them, we swapped at the same time. So now they're gonna have to come into their uh Pelipper. Oh yeah, this is over for us. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. Unfortunate, we're gonna lose this. Lose this. Even though we did do a good play there, it's not gonna matter in the end because they're gonna get to 2 Weather Balls before we even yeah, I'm pretty sure they're already at the next Weather Ball, and they're gonna be able to take this game. But before that, we're going to be able to Stone Edge this Pelipper. Yeah, we're gonna be able to Stone Edge this Pelipper to letting them know, yeah, you won, but we're gonna nuke your Pelipper here. And unfortunate for us, we're not gonna be able to mud shot down their Stunfisk. They're gonna be able to mud shot us down, which sucks for us, but that's fine. So now we're gonna see Obstagoon in the lead with up against our Flygon. So now this once again, I would rather prefer to have a Alolan Ninetales up against this Obstagoon, and the Scream Mirror goes out. So I'm assuming I get off the Earthquake. They don't shield it most likely, and yeah. So once again, like I said, if you guys do like the battles, like, comment, subscribe, let me know. Um, and I will leave the link to my Twitch in the description. So if you do want to follow me over there, I would really enjoy to see you guys over there chatting in chat. Um, let me know. Like I said, if you do come from YouTube, let me know that you came from YouTube. It would really make me happy. Um, it will let me know that my videos are at least getting some type of hype out here in YouTube. So yeah, I am a newer YouTuber, so I did just recently start New Year's, so as we're waiting for the Screen Mirror to come back, I think at this point one of my moderators on Twitch told me that I needed to bring back the screen, and I wasn't noticing because I do like focus on my phone, just in case there is lag on the screen because I don't really want to look. And we're gonna see a Drapion into our Ninetales as the screen comes back, and we're gonna call it Sludge Bomb. They do Aquatellas, and they do this amazing catch here on their Obstagoon, but I mean, is it really gonna save them? I don't know. We're gonna find out here. So since they swapped out, I do believe they don't want to come back into their Drapion, so they're gonna bring out their Sable Eye, which is pretty bad for them because they can't catch now since they already made a catch. So we're gonna go straight for the Dazzling Gleam here. It's going to one shot them, and then we're gonna be able to farm down their Drapion here with straight powder snows. And this is gonna be a GG. I'm gonna shield up since we do have a shield. It doesn't matter what they throw at us. I'm just gonna shield it just in case they did bait us and they might have had the Sludge Bomb. I don't know. So now we're gonna see Stunfisk into our Flygon, which once again, I know we win CMP as a Flygon. We're gonna CMP on the Earthquake here. I'm gonna go charge the Earthquake up to an excellent. Do they shield? They do shield. So now I have to choose here. I do believe I shield just in case they do throw the Earthquake. And they do throw the Earthquake. If they threw the Rock Slide, it would put us in a very negative spot. But yeah. So now we're gonna be able to CMP on the next Earthquake, but as you guys see, they're gonna catch on their Mandibuzz. They do this amazing catch on their Mandibuzz. So this is okay. I'm gonna count up to 3. Right here, we're gonna get to the Stone Edge, and I'm gonna catch their Foul Play onto my Ninetales. So you do a catch, I can catch 2. We're gonna see who wins this matchup now. Um, so now I'm going to keep farming up, and I know I'm gonna count their Snarls. I'm gonna throw right before they even get to the next move here, and you're gonna see me farm up just a little extra. So now we're gonna get to the Dazzling Gleam. I do believe this might have been CMP, but do they shield? They don't shield. I knew that they weren't gonna shield at that point. They're gonna come back into the Stunfisk. They're gonna throw right immediately, right before I get to my Weather Ball, which is fine with me. So I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna come back into my Flygon here. And in the back is in the zoom roll. So this is a little iffy here. I went over 100 energy, which is kind of bad for me, but I did want to throw in perfect timing. I didn't want to let them sneak any moves through. So now I'm going to switch out into my zoom roll here. And I'm going to let the move go through. Is it Hydro Pump? It's not a Hydro Pump. It is. They only went up to 6, so I know it wasn't a Hydro Pump, so I could just let it go. Ice Beam, play rough. That's fine. It's both. They're both resisted. And I needed to get a shield here at this point, and they do shield, which is good for me. Since if I would have Brave Birded here, they would have been able to farm me down, but they got scared here. So now this is good. So now I'm gonna count right before they get to the next Ice Beam because I do not want to shield. So I'm gonna farm up a lot extra here. We're gonna get to this Stone Edge here. We're gonna get it off, and then Stunfisk, Galarian Stunfisk. I'm gonna shield this. Galarian Stunfisk get Earthquaked. So once again, we saw a lot of nukes here. Gotta love the nukes. Gotta love the nukes. So yeah, we're gonna be able to take that game despite that there was a zoom roll in the back. So yeah. So we're gonna be hopping into the next battle here anytime soon. Yeah, so we're gonna see Flygon into Altaria. So once again, this is very bad. Can we redeem ourselves? Not before the screen mirroring goes out, which is very bad once again. So I'm gonna try to connect it again, hopefully soon. here any second now. At this point, I really don't want to tell you guys to like, comment, subscribe again. So yeah, unfortunate for us because the screen mirroring went out. I had to try to connect it back, and there was lag, and they're gonna be able to farm us down. And now, so I have to send out my Alolan Ninetales. They have two moves here, which is bad. So I got to shield, let one go, shield one. And I'm going to throw the weather ball here. Do they want to shield? Most likely they'll just let it go. They do let it go. In the back is a fire spin Marowak, so I did need to keep my Flygon alive. And most of the time, I do keep it alive because I don't like, just in case there is like a Stunfisk in the back, Registeel, I like to keep my Flygon alive, or a Bastodon, something that Flygon can beat. So at this point, I kind of have to let this go. There's no point in me shielding here. It is a bone club. They were just trying to bait me here for my shields, and we're not gonna be able to get to our um flame charge, even though we were at the move. And they called this like a savage. So at this point, this is over for us. There's no point for me to even keep going. And in the back, they have a Registeel. Like I said, if I would have kept my Flygon alive, would have been nice. But I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I think we could have potentially won that game, but that's fine. It is what it is. So as you guys do see, this is gonna be a 3-2. We are climbing here. I do believe it was like 100 points climb or something, close to like that, something like that. So now we're gonna see Lantern here. We're gonna switch out. They're gonna switch out into their Altaria. So we switch out into our Alolan Ninetales, and at this point, they're probably just gonna let this go, right? Sack it. They actually do shield. I'm going to let go. I'm not gonna shield this sky attack. I don't need to shield the sky attack. I'd rather shield something from the lantern. So we're gonna be able to get this next weather ball off. We do have a little bit of energy here. Try to force them to their lantern to throw a move here. They're waiting out their clock, which is makes sense. And they got scared because they didn't want me to throw a dazzling gleam here, so that's fine. We're gonna let this go. I tried to get to the dazzling gleam, but I wasn't able to get it to it. And in the back is a Buzzwole that they switch out into, and at this point, this is RPS. I'm gonna let this go. It is a lunge. I'm gonna do one incinerate, and I'm not even gonna charge it here, even though I know they're not gonna shield. And I'm just going to go for the farm down here at this point. They can lunge me again. That's fine. It doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go for the Brave Bird here. Do they want to shield? No, they don't want to shield. That's fine. And I tried to get to the next move here, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get to the next move. And we see MP right here on the Stone Edge, which is ideal for me because now they have the shield. And I'm going to let this go. I know it's just a surf. They can't thunderbolt me. It's not very effective. The sparks are not doing too much damage. They're not very effective, so they can't spark us down. So these two shields that I kept for Flygon at the end of the game is what's gonna win us this game. And I'm going to shield this next surf here, and we're already at the earthquake, so I just tap it immediately, and we're gonna be able to get this earthquake off. Bye bye, Lantern. So once again, Lantern. So all these meta picks like Stunfisk, Bastodon, Registeel, um, Lantern. If I said that again, I don't know, but yeah, they don't do good up against Flygon too much. So now we're gonna see a Sableye in the lead up against our Flygon. So I'm gonna go straight for the Earthquake here. Most likely they don't shield. They don't shield. I'm gonna switch, and we're gonna catch what is pretty much a foul play. I'm assuming it is a foul play. They're gonna get farmed down. They're gonna come into a Noctowl, which is very weird, and then they switch out. Okay, so I'm gonna go straight for the Dazzling Gleam, but I know they're gonna shield. But I was hoping they were gonna leave shields for their Noctowl since I already saw it, but they didn't do that, which is fine. I'm gonna let this go. They can psychic me. That's fine. So now we're just gonna come into our Talonflame here at this point. We're gonna farm up, farm up. They're gonna throw here. I'm gonna shield this just in case this is psychic, and they actually bait us, which is fine with me. So I'm gonna do one incinerate and then throw the flame charge here. And do they want to shield? I do think they want to start shielding, but they don't shield. That's fine. So now at this point, I do let this go. If it's psychic, so be it. It's okay. I am not gonna go down 2 shields here. And then I'm gonna go straight for the blast, not the blast burn, but the brave bird. A BB, but not blast burn, but it is brave bird. But I do believe we end up losing this. I do believe we end up losing this. I shield the sky attack, and I was hoping that the stone edge was gonna be enough to KO it, but yeah, knockdown is too bulky here, and it doesn't one shot it. So maybe if I would have did a couple more incinerates, I do. Maybe if I would have stayed in, did one incinerate, maybe, maybe we would have won. I don't know. It would have been close, but either way, it was close. Now we're gonna see a lowly Ninetales into our Flygon, which is not ideal. So I'm gonna come into my Powder Snow Ninetales. They're gonna come into an Umbreon, which makes no sense to me, but that's fine. And I don't throw in perfect timing here. Should have did one more Powder Snow, but that is fine. They're gonna shield, which is very weird of them to be doing. I'm going to let this go. Last resort, foul play. Do your worst. So we're gonna do one powder snow for the one snarl. Doing perfect timing here. We're gonna charge the dazzling gleam to an excellent. They shield once again, which is very weird of them to do. If I do admit. Now I'm gonna shield the foul play, which kind of sucks. I should have shielded the last resorts, but I didn't think they were gonna double shield. So now I'm gonna let this foul play go through. That's fine. I don't want to double shield. So now I'm gonna come into Flygon. I'm gonna farm up. Do believe I let this move go through. Foul play is gonna come last resort. They actually last resort us, which makes no sense to me. They're gonna switch out into their Ninetales. We do this amazing catch on our Talonflame. The weather ball is gonna come through, so I'm gonna charge up. I'm gonna throw immediately because these charms are actually starting to chunk with the weather ball damage that went through, but I don't, like I said, I need to get this thing out of here, so we do get it out of here. In the back is a Quagsire. Quagsire is about to get absolutely one-shotted here, not before they get to a Stone Edge. I'm going to shield the Stone Edge here, and I'm going to do one Incinerate, and then throw the Brave Bird, and they're just going to get one-shotted here. Bye-bye. And they're going to come back into their Umbreon. We're one Incinerate off the Brave Bird, and we're going to get the Brave Bird off. Actually, it didn't really matter because Flygon, I think, was like one away from the Earthquake 1 or 2. So it didn't really matter. Either way, they were going to lose. Yeah. So this is why I like running nukes on my Pokemon. So now we're going to see Espeon. This is very weird. We're going to see Espeon here. I do believe I let this go just in case they get to 2. And that does a lot of damage. So I'm assuming that they're going to shield this. I'm going to go straight for the Stone Edge here. I switch out into my Alone and Ninetales. They're staying in, but they do end up switching into a Stunfisk, which is fine. We're at pretty much double weather balls here, so I'm going to get one off. I'm going to do one powder snow, then throw the weather ball. Same time, same turn moves, so they're gonna be able to sneak a mud shot in regardless. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna let this go because I'm counting on my Ninetales to live this, and my Ninetales actually does live it. So now I'm gonna be able to get to another weather ball here. Do they want to start shielding? Let's see. They don't want to start shielding, which is fine. So now they're in farm down range. I do believe I shield this because I do believe I can farm it down before they actually get to another move, and we are able to farm it down. So now they come into a Cafable. Okay. So we're starting to see a lot of charm here and charm users, which is not ideal for Flygon here. They're going to come into their Espeon. I try to do a nice catch here, but we don't catch. And I do believe I almost threw this game. Yeah, now I remember. I was thinking I lost it because it looks like a loss at this point here, but I don't think we do end up losing. So now we're quadruple debuffed here at this point. I'm just gonna throw immediately because I am capped out on energy here. I'm at 100. So I'm one away from the Brave Bird. I'm gonna go for the Brave Bird here. Once again, I love nukes. If you guys love nukes too, give me a like. Give me a like. It puts the video out there for other people to watch too. Um, so we do end up landing a whole bunch of nukes here, brave birds, earthquakes, dazzling gleams. Yeah, so once again, we're gonna see Altaria into our Flygon, which is a very bad lead. So I already know what I'm gonna do. Most likely they don't shield the Stone Edge, but I do believe this person does, I think. Yeah, which is very weird of them to be shielding because I mean Flygon usually runs Dragon Claw and Earth Power. So why would you shield a Dragon Claw? So they're gonna come into a Stunfisk here in the back. Um, I'm at a Weather Ball. I'm gonna throw the Weather Ball. I believe I'm at 2 Weather Balls, maybe. This is actually CMP, so I do let it go. I don't need to shield, but at this point, this is pretty much over for us, to be honest, because I need to actually. I shouldn't have shielded the. I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. And they don't actually CMP us here, which is weird because they're going for the extra energy here. Maybe I actually should have shielded this. Okay, I do shield it. Okay, 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 okay. We go for the farm down. Oh no, I go for a catch. Okay, okay. And he doesn't switch out. Comes back into his Altaria. He's able to farm us down. We're at the. I overtap here. Unfortunate for me, I overtap. They're already at a sky attack. Yeah, this is over for us. So I just top left. Yeah, very unfortunate for us, but yeah. So once again, 3-2. Sets are going we're going positive with Flygon. What more could I ask for? It is my mascot. It is my favorite Pokemon. Um, if you guys go to my Twitch, you will guys see that Flygon is my favorite Pokemon. So yeah. So now we're gonna see Swampert in the lead. So this is kind of iffy, but I can live a Hydro Cannon, so I'm gonna let the first Hydro Cannon go, and they're gonna come into a Powder Snow Ninetales. Just and this is why we're also running Stone Edge because of the ice types. They don't really expect to get Stone Edge, and as you guys can see right there, it got Stone Edge. Now, I do believe I just let this go, calling it. Do you want to sludge away me? Are you going to sludge away me? No, they actually Hydro Cannon, so that's fine. So now I do shield this. We're gonna be able to get to another Weather Ball here. I'm gonna farm up just a little bit extra right before they get to their next Hydro Cannon, and we're gonna be able to charge the Weather Ball up to an excellent. They're gonna be able to shield. This is a CMP tie here. What do I do here? Do I shield? I let it go. So now I come into my Flygon. In the back is an Altaria, which is very bad for us. So I go straight for the Stone Edge here. Are they going to shield? Most likely because they already saw it was Stone Edge, right? They don't want to get hit again. So yeah, at this point, this is over for me. So I just no shield. I need to be able to farm this down. So I go for the flame charge, hoping I can actually be able to get to the Brave Bird, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to the Brave Bird. At this point, I have to shield this. Shield the sky attack. Can I get to the Brave Bird? No. I realized that the Dragon Breaths were just doing way too much damage, and I couldn't make it, and Flygon was just gonna get Dragon Breath down. So I just ended up top lefting. Okay, so now we're gonna see Pelipper into our Flygon. So once again, if they don't shield this Stone Edge, they're actually it's gonna hurt quite a bit. You guys are gonna see. You guys are gonna see that the Stone Edge does hurt if they don't shield it. But if they do shield it, which is gonna be very weird. So now this is bad for me because now I have to shield. I should have threw one before. I miscounted. I forgot it was 5-4. But yeah, we're gonna be able to get to the Stone Edge. We're at 100 energy. So I'm gonna throw the Stone Edge. They do shield. I'm at another Stone Edge. I go for the Stone Edge. Do they want to shield this one too? They don't want to shield it. That is fine with me. So Now we're gonna see a Registeel come into our Flygon, and pretty much this is over for us. I do believe because they're gonna be able to throw their electric moves. There's Zap Cannon here. Do we get a debuff? We don't. We do get the debuff, which is bad for us. So we're one away from the next flame charge, but they are gonna shield this. Do we get to it? We do get to it. Okay, okay. Maybe we might win. We might win. Oh, they live with 1 HP. Very unfortunate for us, but yeah, we're gonna see what they have in the back now. They have a stun fist, and yeah, Pelipper double steal. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I would like to say that was very hard countered, but it is what it is. So now we're going to see a Marowak into our Flygon, which is very good for us because I don't want to see it up against my Alolan Ninetales. So we're going to charge up here. I am actually going to show them the Stone Edge because it is one must shot less of the Earthquake. So now they're not going to think that we are actually running Earthquake, right? Or Earth Power. I do end up shielding the Bone Club, which is bad for me. They only build up to another Bone Club, so I'm going to let this one go. I don't want to go down 2 shields. I'm going to build up some extra energy right before they get to the next one. I'm going to throw the Stone Edge. Do they want to shield this time? We're going to see. They do shield. Okay, fine. So we're going to be able to outpace to the next. Well, they were already at a Bone Club, but they didn't throw the Bone Club, which is fine with me. So now they're going to come into a Stun Fist. They're thinking this Stun Fist is very safe here, but it is not safe. So here comes the Earthquake. At this point, Flygon just pretty much, yeah, this is over for them. They should have already just top left once they saw the Lone Ninetales. And we're gonna be able to get to this Dazzling Gleam, and I'm just gonna full send Dazzling Gleam. Maybe they were hoping I had a Side Shock. I don't know. Yeah, if you're gonna run Powder Snow Ninetales, make sure that you have Dazzling Gleam, not Side Shock. That's only when you're running Charm. So now we're gonna be running. So now we're gonna be seeing Flygon into Swampert. So let's see how we play this one out. Last time I haven't been able to Earthquake one because they kept switching out. So let's see, do we able? Are we gonna be able to Earthquake this one? They do. Like I said, I do live one Hydro Cannon, so I'm able to let it go. So they do shield here. I shield this, but I think they're at 2 already because they're gonna be outpacing us to the next move. But they actually don't throw. So now I'm at another Earthquake. Do they want a double shield at this point? They don't want a double shield. So as you guys can see, there it goes down. In the back is a Skarmory, and I just get farmed down. So now I'm gonna send out my Talonflame. I think that's the reason why I let it go down, is because I'm able to I'm able to align my Talonflame up against this Skarmory here. So I do believe I let this go, and they end up Brave Birding me, which is really bad for me. In the back is an Obstagoon. There are no shields, so we're just gonna be able to get to this. I believe I lose this, actually, to be honest. I think I lose this. But yeah, trying to farm up. I do believe this is CMP. We're gonna charge up the Dazzling Gleam to an excellent. Is this gonna one shot it? It does one shot it, but I think we're way too low. And I try to time my moves perfectly so they don't sneak a move in. But we do have a shield. No, I think yeah, we win. I over tapped there, trying to throw in perfect timing. I thought they were gonna go for the Braber or the farm down, but they just actually throw. If they would have went for the farm down, it probably would have been better for them. But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be able to take that game. So yeah, this is a team I made like season 6 when I first started playing. These were like the only Pokemon I had, so this is why I was using them. So now we're gonna see Golbat into our Flygon. They do build up to the Shadow Ball, but I'm gonna send the Stone Edge. They don't shield it. Since they don't shield, I'm not gonna shield either because I don't want to shield the Poison Fang. That's one thing. I don't want to shield the Poison Fang, and it is a Poison bait. So they actually end up coming into their Bastodon here. So are we gonna see a one-shot Bastodon here? We're gonna charge the Earthquake up to an excellent. They let it go, and at this point, this is over for them. I'm gonna get to another Stone Edge for up against their Vigoroth. They're gonna have to start shielding here. They do shield, which is fine with me. So now I can come into my Ninetales. I was thinking about what should I come into, but it doesn't really matter at this point. They're Golbat left with like 2 wing attacks and they're only like 1 HP. So I'm watching out for a catch here. I'm watching for a catch here. They don't catch, so I'm gonna throw the Dazzling Gleam here. And you already know, all nukes, baby, all nukes. So Ninetales is gonna be able to go down. We have 2 shields here. And since I believe that they throw, I feel like they're gonna switch out immediately. So I am not going to throw. And yeah, they thought I was gonna throw immediately. That would have actually been bad for me to throw immediately because he would have got free moves, and that's not correct. Correct of That's not a correct play to be doing. So I did not do that. And also anticipating the swap there, but it really didn't matter. We 2 shield flexed in the last game, so always gotta love the 2 shield flexes. And once again, we go 3-2. It is 6 sets, and like I said, all the last sets are gonna be 3-2s. So now we're gonna see Trevenant into our Flygon. I do believe I just immediately switched because we have 2 answers here. I want to see what's in the back. They're staying in. They swap out to a water gun lantern. I'm gonna go straight for the Dazzling Gleam. Do they want a shield? Most likely they don't want a shield. They don't shield, which is fine with me. So, and I'm gonna call this. I know they're at the Thunder, but I'm gonna call it. And I call it wrong. So I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna throw the Weather Ball. I can't get to the Dazzling Gleam. I'm gonna wait out the clock just a little bit. Come back into my Flygon. And at this point, I can let this go. It is just a serve. Does a lot of damage, but yeah. We're going to be able to switch out here. They have a wall rain in the back, which is very bad for us. I'm going to have to let go of the first move. And that was weird because I tapped on the move and they still somehow caught. That was very weird. They sacked their wall rain here, which is not smart of them to do, to be honest. So I'm gonna charge the flame, charge up. We're gonna be building up, building up. We're one incinerate off the next flame charge. I just shield this, get the flame charge off, and I'm already at another move on my Flygon, so but they just top left here. And I was charging up the bubbles, but then you see me no bubble it because they did top left. So no point for me in charging it up if they just top left there. So now we're gonna see Flygon into down solo. Is that what it said? We're gonna see Grambo in the lead, which is not ideal for us. I really don't want to see this. I'm gonna switch out into my Lone Ninetales. They're gonna farm up some energy here. They swap out into a Snorlax, and since it is tanky, I do believe that they're not gonna shield this Dazzling Gleam. They don't shield it, which is good for me. So now I'm gonna farm up. I'm gonna throw the Weather Ball right before they get to a Body Slam. I don't want them to throw a Body Slam, so I'm gonna get this Weather Ball off. They don't shield. That is fine with me. So now I do believe they come back into the Grand Bowl, farm us down. Not good for us. But now I can align my Talonflame up with this Grand Bowl. I am going to shield the first one, hoping we don't get debuffed. We don't get debuffed. Now I'm going to try to farm it down. But okay, I actually end up throwing here. Do they want to shield? They don't want to shield. In the back is a Swampert, and this is pretty much over for us. This is pretty much over. I would need to have Dragon Claw for me to have a winning matchup here. So I'm just gonna go straight for the Stone Edge. They shield. They farm us down. Nothing I can do there. So I just top left. So once again, we're gonna see obstacle into our Flygon. Let's see how we do this. So I'm gonna charge up. You already know I'm gonna straight for the Earthquake. We only have nukes here, so Can't really throw Dragon Claw because we're not running Dragon Claw. So they're gonna throw the Night Slash, so just fine with me. I'm gonna get to the Earthquake here, charge it up. They pretty much let it go. And I should have actually, to be honest, tried to catch on my Ninetales. But now I'm gonna let it go. Come into my Ninetales. And in the back, they're waiting. They have a Skarmory. I would rather have liked my Talonflame to be matched up against this, but this is fine, I guess. So I'm gonna get the Weather Ball off. Try to farm up extra. I'm gonna let the move go through here because they didn't build up to the Brave Bird, so it didn't really threaten me. So I'm gonna get to another Weather Ball here. They need to start shielding somewhat here, but they don't shield. They got a Galvantula in the back, and I switch out immediately. Look at those incinerates on these on the Galvantula. I know they're going to lunge me, but if they lunge me, if I let it go through, they're gonna be able to farm me down. And at this point, they're gonna lunge me again. That's fine. So I just need to. I should have probably not even threw, to be honest, but I think it's safe because we're at two moves here with our Talonflame, and we have a Weather Ball on our Ninetales, so they need to throw here. And we're just gonna come back into our Ninetales and throw the Weather Ball, and we're gonna be able to take this game. So yeah. I was actually gonna try to get to the Dazzling Gleam, but I noticed that we were just too low in energy. That two air slashes would have KO'd, so I just needed to throw. And yeah. So now we're gonna see Flygon into Stunfisk. So let's see how we play this one out. I know this is a winning matchup, but they switch out into a Herdier, which is very weird. I'm gonna go straight for the Stone Edge here. Um, I don't believe they're gonna shield, to be honest. They're probably gonna keep it for their Stunfisk, but they do shield, which is fine. I'm gonna shield just in case I have a wild charge, play rough, something. Okay, I don't shield. They have Thunderbolt. I'm gonna go charge up to the Dazzling Gleam as the Screen Mirror goes out. I do believe I get the Dazzling Gleam off, and then they're gonna come back into their Stunfisk. I do believe. Yeah, they come back into the Stunfisk. I'm able to get to Weather Ball here. Charge it up to excellent. And I'm assuming they're gonna throw on CMP, but they don't throw on CMP. I'm like, they're going for farm down. Why are they going for the farm down here? This doesn't make sense at this point. Like what? I could have shielded, but I didn't want to shield, to be honest. So now I'm gonna come into my Flygon because we know Flygon does wall this pretty good here. What do I do? Do I shield this? It is the Earthquake, so we did a great call there. And I'm like, this has to be another Rock Slide, but it is actually an Earthquake. I did miscount. In the back, they have a Venusaur, which, I mean, we would have been in a way better position if I would have Earthquaked, if I would have, like, shielded there, but this still works out perfectly fine. I'm gonna call bait here. Really risky, but they actually do bait us, and we're gonna be able to farm down their Venusaur, and then we're gonna be able to actually win this game. So yeah, nice. So now we're gonna see Medicham into Flygon here, which is once again pretty bad for us if they are running Ice Punch, but we do shield the first one. And hopefully this is not power up punch. Hopefully they don't bait us. Oh, this is okay. So this is the battle where I was talking about. They do power up punch here. So now we're gonna be able to get to the Earthquake here. And since they did power up punch, I do not want to take it on my Alolan Ninetales, to be honest. So I'm gonna count 5, and then I'm gonna switch into our Talonflame here, and we're gonna catch the power up punch. So now they kind of have to switch or stay in. They have a Bastodon in the back, which is really bad for us. So now I'm gonna go straight for the Brave Bird here because I don't want them to get a lot more farm than they need to get. So now this puts it in range for Earthquake. So I'm going to come into my Flygon. They're going to throw at bad timing here, which is fine with me. They Stone Edge us. I'm going to be able to get to the Earthquake here. But I do bait because I know that they already seen the Earthquake, and they actually don't shield here, which is really bad for me. So the Stone Edge is gonna obviously not get shielded once again, and because of that, we're gonna lose the game. They're gonna Stone Edge our Nine Tails, and yeah, we're just gonna lose this game. They're actually not gonna Stone Edge. They're gonna BM us for the one time, and I just top left because at this point, I should have just Earthquake, but they did a nice call there. So the one Bastodon that we saw uh was really bad for us. So now 3-2 again. So still positive regardless. It doesn't matter. And we're gonna be able to climb up to 21-15. So this time we're gonna see Deoxys into our Flygon. So now once again, I'm gonna let this first one go. They only build up to a Psycho Boost. I like to actually shield the Psycho Boost, but this time I chose not to shield it. They're gonna switch out into Umbreon, which is fine with me. So now I'm gonna come into my Ninetales. We're gonna bank the energy here. We're gonna let this go. Last resort, foul play, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna count 2, 3, throw the Dazzling Gleam here. And do they want a shield? Most likely they don't want a shield, but we'll see. They don't want a shield, so this is why we always go for the nukes. Now I'm gonna let this go. Last resort, that's fine. That is the last resort, so now we're gonna be able to farm up. I didn't miscount here, so I am gonna shield now. I should have actually. I thought I was gonna be able to get to the farm down. I thought they were 4 away, but they were actually 3 away. So that was bad for me. Bad counting on my part, but that's fine. So now we're gonna be able to farm it down. They're gonna come into their Deoxys. I'm gonna go straight for the Dazzling Gleam here. They most likely shield now, but they don't shield, which is pretty wild. So now I'm gonna get to the weather ball here. They're gonna try to farm us down, which is fine. But we get to a weather ball. They don't shield that, which is once again very weird of them to do. So I'm gonna switch out into my Talon Flame, predicting a swap, and they do swap. So now I'm gonna go for the flame charge here. In the back is a lone Ninetales, and this is looking pretty good for us to be honest. So I just need to appropriately shield here. Probably don't even have to shield here, but I think I might shield. Okay, I don't shield. So now I'm gonna switch. No, I'm at the Brave Bird, so I just go through for the Brave Bird to be honest. I need to get the shield and then I can just let go my Talon Flame, but they just let it go. They know it's over at this point. Because they knew we had to move on our Flygon, so we're just gonna be able to take that game. So now we're gonna see Flygon into Vigoroth, which is very fine with me. So now they're gonna switch into a Call for Grigas. Okay, so that's fine. So now I'm gonna go for the Earthquake here. I'm gonna shield the first one. I know they only went up to 6. It is just a Dark Pulse, but that's fine. I'm gonna do 1 extra Mud Shot, and then I'm gonna throw the Earthquake here. And then since they're throwing only Dark Pulses, I am going to catch on my Lonely Ninetales here. And we do a catch, which is very good for us. Now we don't have to shield. It's not very effective. It is resisted, and we're gonna be able to farm down before they get to another move. And we're down shield, but let's see if we can win this game. So now they're taking their time to come into their Alolan Marowak, which is fine. So I'm gonna go for the Dazzling Gleam here. Once again, I'm gonna throw on their third fire spin because that is perfect timing here. And I actually thought they were gonna go for a CMP here, so I just go for the weather ball, but it looks like they're going for a hard farm down here, which is fine with me. So now we're energy dry on our Flygon, I do believe. Almost no, we do have energy. So yeah, we're 1 away from the Stone Edge. We do get to the Stone Edge. We're gonna be able to get to the Stone Edge. We're gonna throw the Stone Edge. Unfortunate for us, we would have had like 2 Dragon Claws there, but I had to let this go. And they actually bait us here, so I'm gonna switch immediately because I know that they have 2 moves. We do catch the next Bone Club here, which is very good for us. Now we're gonna be able to try to farm down here. They're gonna throw a move. I think this time this is the Shadow Bone, but I don't shield, which is kind of crazy of me. So now I'm gonna go for the flame charge here. This looks like a loss to be honest. So yeah, they don't shield. I should have went for the Brave Bird. I shield this. I have to shield this, but we're not gonna be able to outpace. Yeah, this is a loss. So if I would have Brave Birded there, I would have won. I need to catch here. Unfortunate for me, I wasn't able to catch. Incinerates do take a long time, so it's harder to catch with incinerates. And we're not gonna be able to farm down before they farm us down, which is pretty bad for us. But yeah. So now we're gonna see Flygon into a Lantern. Is it Water Gun? Is it Thundershock? Thunder or Spark. I prefer Spark here, and it is Spark. So they're staying in, which is very weird. They're gonna throw the Surf. Fine with me. We're gonna charge up. They're gonna come into a Dragonite. I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge here. Do they want to respect the Stone Edge? They do respect the Stone Edge. So now, bad for them because I do have a Alolan Ninetales in the back. I'm gonna shield. No shield. This is a superpower, right? Yeah. Okay. This is okay. I should have probably shielded to be honest, but that's fine. So now they're gonna come back into their lantern. We're one away from the Dazzling Gleam. We're gonna throw the Dazzling Gleam. The Dazzling Gleam is gonna get charged up to an excellent. They do let it go, which is fine with me. They were calling a bait. I'm gonna get to the Weather Ball here. They're most likely not gonna shield this, but they're just gonna put it in farm down range for my Flygon to come in here and just farm down. It was CMP, so I just let this move go through. Now we're gonna see a Medicham in the back as I switch out into my Talonflame. They're gonna power up punch us. I was obviously not the correct play for them. I'm gonna go for the Brave Bird since they just powered a punch and I got 2 shields, so it doesn't matter what they do here. They do let it go, which is good for me. So now they're just gonna be a. I could just shield this, but I choose not to shield it because I did want a 2 shield flex here, and we're just gonna be able to mush shot down their Lantern. So now we're gonna be hopping to the next battle. So now we're gonna see Lantern into Flygon once again. This is very good if they're running Spark, and they are running Spark. So now we're gonna be charging up, and they're gonna throw the Surf immediately, which is fine with me. So we're gonna let it go. We can live a couple of serves, 2 serves to be in fact. So I probably should have threw the Earthquake there, but I did bank the Earthquake. Now I do believe they didn't build up to the return, but they running Power Gem on their on their purified Sableye, which is very concerning to be honest. You guys need a return on your purified Sableye. This is not the correct move. Don't TM it. Please don't TM it. Keep a return on it because return is such a better move than Power Gem. But since I know they have Power Gem, I am going to shield. Almost looks like a snipe, but I mean, I am not gonna call it a snipe. I'm just gonna say that they're just crazy, and that's what they actually run. So now I'm gonna switch out because I know they're gonna come back into their Lantern here, and I'm gonna be able to get to the Earthquake. They do shield it. They're gonna come into a Skarmory, and at this point, I think we lose. Yeah, I think we lose because we needed alignment there. We needed alignment. So I'm just gonna shield this, and I'm just gonna hit their Skarmory with the Stone Edge, and I do believe I just top left here at this point after that. So now we're gonna see Stunfisk into the Unova Stunfisk into our Flygon, which is once again not I mean it's ideal for us, but then they're gonna switch into a Azumarill. So I'm gonna try to get to the Earthquake right before they get to their move, but unfortunate for us, it is CMP. So now I do have to shield this. I guess they got the free turn, which kind of sucks for me. So we're gonna charge up. We're gonna try to catch their Ice Beam onto our Lone and Ninetales this time, and we do successfully catch. So now we do have our Earthquake ready for the Unova Stunfisk, and at this point, I'm gonna try to build up, build up, build up, build up. I'm gonna throw the Weather Ball. I know this is dumb because I needed to actually throw the Dazzling Gleam here, but I'm gonna let this go. I can't shield. It is the play rough. But we're gonna be able to farm down here. The Unovan Stunfisk most likely comes back in. No, I am wrong. So it is a Skarmory that comes in. So I'm gonna be able to throw the Weather Ball here, and then we're gonna get to another Weather Ball. But I mean, it's fine, I guess, because we do have alignment now. But it's not fine to be honest because they got 2 shields. I'm gonna let this go. Do they want to Brave Bird me? That's fine if they do Brave Bird me, but they Sky Attack and they switch out. I'm gonna throw the Flame Charge here. They don't shield. It's fine. I'm gonna Stone Edge because I do think that they're gonna be scared of Earthquake, Earth Power here. They do shield it. So now I'm gonna go for the no shield here. They gonna Mud Bomb, which is fine. I'm gonna Stone Edge again, which is probably not the play. I probably should have went for the Earthquake, but yeah, and they don't shield. So yeah, this looks like a loss here. Yeah, this looks like a loss. I'm gonna throw the flame charge here at the Unova Stonefist. Looks like it's CMP. It is CMP. I'm hoping I can farm them down. They gave me a win con here. I'm gonna try to farm down. We do farm down. We're one away from the next Brave Bird flame charge, and I'm just gonna Brave Bird for the BM here. And I do believe this is the last battle of all 6 sets. Taking my time here. Yep. So if you guys did like the battles, hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know. Did you like all these nukes that we landed? I know I did a couple misplays. Could have won more games, but I did call them wrong. I never really bait, but yeah, they didn't really shield. And so we're up to 21, 22, 26, my bad. 21, 26. And once again, link to my Twitch in the description if you guys do want to go follow me over there. Watch them as they do happen in real time. And I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you guys on the next video.